Recording in progress, sabi ni Zoom.
Mama, ano po uli yung
What is median?
The median of upgraded data is the middle value of the set of data when all values are arranged in either ascending or descending order.
Okay, so that's correct. When we say median, it is the center, or should I say it is the middle value, not the center. So when we say center, it's circle, right? Now we are dealing with measures of central tendency, and when we say median, it is the middle value. Ito po yung value na nasa gitna. So ano yung ginagawa natin when it comes to getting the median? So una, let's have the data. So I want you to give me data. So let's say na nag-take kayo ng quiz sa math. So give me your scores. Like for example, what are the scores? Sige,
90.
pakibigyan. 1 to 15 lang po yun. Yung quiz, 1 to 15 lang.
Ano po? 15.
15. Sunod. Habang
12.
15 yan. 15. Naku, hindi ako marunong mag-ano. Wait lang. Ulitin natin. May pusang magulo dito natutulog sa mousepad eh. So we have 15, 12,
12.
then
13.
13. Ano sunod?
10.
10, 9, 7, 13, 13, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 data that we have here. These are the scores in getting the quiz in mathematics. So let's say these are the results. Okay, so for us to get the median, of course, we have to follow the steps. What are the steps? Una, we have to arrange.
Ascending.
Okay, it can be ascending or descending. And pangalawa, we have to locate. And the last one is to determine the data that is in the middle. Okay, so let's say that we have this data, i-arrange natin sila from lowest to highest. I prefer lowest to highest. So nasa inyo naman yan kung saan kayo mas nadadalian. So we have 7, 9, 10, 10. And we have 12. We have 13, tatlo. And then we have 15. And then after that, after we arrange, we have to, of course, locate. Pag nilocate
12.
natin yan, we will use this formula to determine the location of the data. So yung location niya is solved using this formula, which is n plus 1 divided by 2. N plus 1, we have n that stands for the frequency, or ilan yung data na meron tayo. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 9 po yung data natin. So substitute na lang natin yan.
4.5.
So 1 plus 9 plus 1 divided by 2. So we have 5 as the answer.
5.
Right? So ibig sabihin, it is the 5th data. Hindi pa yun yung median natin, but we are still locating the data. Okay? Then after that, we can now determine which of the following is the 5th data. So yung pang-lima natin ay 12. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the middle score. So our mean median is 12. So after we arrange, we locate, and then we determine. Okay, so these are the steps that we do for us to get the median of a given data. Okay? Now, yung module number 4, 5, 6 po natin ay same process nito, no? Mag-a-arrange ka rin, maglo-locate ka rin, at magde-determine ka rin ng data. Bakit? Tungkol saan ba yung modules 4, 5, 6? Yung module 4 po kasi, module 4 po is about quartile. Yung module 5 po is about decile. Module 6 is about, wait lang, percentile. Okay? Ng ano po? Ng ungroup data. Kaya madali. Okay? So, ulitin ko, yung 12, yun yung median, ibig sabihin siya yung middle value, yung nasa gitna. We are able to determine what data is in the middle. Okay? Pero, paano kung gusto kong malaman yung data na nandito? Sa kunwari, yung part na 1/4 na part ng ating data. Yung 3/4 na part. Okay? So, ibig sabihin ko, hindi lang gitna yung i-determine natin, but we will also determine the data in different positions. Okay? Kaya tayo meron quartile, meron tayong decile at percentile because we are going to look at the position of the scores. Si 12, yung score na yan, nasa middle. Paano yung ibang score? Anong position nila? Nasaan sila? Okay? That's why we are going to use quartile, decile, and percentile, and they are called measures of position. Para saan po ba to? This has something to do with the standing. Okay? Like for example, yung score mo ay nandito. Ibig sabihin, the rest of the scores nataasan mo, or the rest of your classmates nataasan mo yung score. Okay? Yung score mo nandito banda sa may unahan. Ibig sabihin, etong mga to, yung mga tao or classmate mo na nakaangat sa'yo. Kasi yung score mo nasa mababang parte, nasa mababang posisyon ng data. Okay? So yun po yung gagawin natin sa modules 4, 5, and 6. Pero syempre, sisimula muna natin yan sa quartile. Okay? Dito muna tayo sa quartile. So kung mapapansin nyo, sa median, anong hinahanap natin? Middle score, right? Kinukuha natin yung gitna. While in quartile, ano ba ibig sabihin pag quartile? Pag puwa. Ibig sabihin yan, 4. Okay? So ibig sabihin, si quartile, you are not just looking at the middle, but you are looking at 4 parts of the data. Okay? So, hatiin natin. Ibig ko sabihin, hahatiin natin yung data sa 4 na parte. Okay? So, let us have first the module. Let me share. So, ipapakita ko po muna sa inyo, ito, yan. Ito yung sinasabi ko, na when we see quartile of group, hinahati natin siya sa 4 na parte. And this is where Q sub 1 is located, or the first quartile, ang basa natin dyan, first quartile. Ito yung second quartile, and ito yung third quartile. Remember, yung second quartile, as you can see, nasa gitna siya. So we can call this also as the median. Okay? While the first quartile, nasa bandang baba. Okay? So yung makikita nyo dito yung mga scores na mabababa. Kaya nga or data na na mabababa. Okay? So ang tawag natin sa kanya ay lower quartile. Yung Q sub 3 naman is in the upper part. So we call that the upper quartile. As you can see, yung data natin, hinati sa apat. At we have first quartile, second, and third. Lower quartile, yung median, at yung upper quartile. Okay? So, ano po yung kailangan yung malaman dito? Kailangan nyo po malaman yung dalawang method na tinatawag nating Mendenhall and Zinsich method. And the other one is the linear interpolation. So, later on, ituturo ko yan sa inyo kung paano yan ginagawa. First, let us get a data. Kuha muna tayo ng data, no? Kunin natin tong nandito sa taas. Then, let us find the median. Okay? Hanapin natin yung median niya. Hanapin natin yung median nito. Yan. Huwag niyo mo nang pansinin itong find the lower quartile and the upper. Hanapin muna natin si median. So, pag ginanap natin yung median, of course, we have to first, yung unang gagawin natin, we have to first arrange. We have 14, 10, 12, 9, 17, 5, 8, 9, 14, 10, 11. So, ano po yung magiging arrangement nito? Kasi unang step natin again is to arrange. Ano po muna?
5,
9. Ay, gusto na yung nagagawa.
5,
5, 8, 9, 9,
10,
10,
10, 14, 17.
10, 11,
Ay, 11, 14, 17.
14, 14. 14 ba agad or 12 muna?
Ay,
12 muna, syempre. Tapos 14, 14. And we have the last data, which is 17. So kunin natin yung median, ano? We have to first arrange. Then after that, we have to locate. Locate muna natin siya using n plus 1 divided by 2. N is, ano po yung n natin? 11. So that is 11 plus 1 divided by 2, which is equal to 6. Ibig sabihin, yung 6th term po ay yung ating Q sub 2 or median. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ito po yung median natin. Our median is 10. And as you can see, since median is in the middle and Q sub 2 is in the middle also, we can also say that Q sub 2 is 10 also. Okay? Now, if we use this formula for the median, we can also use that for Q sub 2. Okay? Because you are getting the middle. Because Q sub 2 is 50%. It is in the middle of the data. How about for Q sub 1? How about for Q sub 3? Okay? So si Q sub 1, para po makuha natin, malocate natin yung data, tingnan natin ano, remember na ito yung, kung ito yung data natin, ito yung middle score, let's say this is the Q sub 2 or the median, ito po yung part na Q sub 1. At ito naman, yung part which is Q sub 3. So as you can see, ito, 1/2, Ito, ano po? Ilang part ng data yung nasa sakop ng Q sub 1?
1/4 po.
Correct, that's 1/4. And this one is, of course, this is 3/4. Okay? Ito, 2/4 yan, which is also equal to 1/2. And bakit ko pinapakita ito? Okay? Pinapakita ko siya kasi I want you to look at Q sub 2 na nanggaling sa median. Kasi yung formula po niya actually originated from Q sub k, which is equal to k times n plus 1 divided by 4. Pag quartile po, ito po yung formula. Okay? Yan po yung pinaka-formula niya. So ano nga gagawin? If your k is 1, tulad dito, yung k natin is 1, meron din tayo ditong, or should I say, yung k natin dito is 2. Diba? Yung k natin dito is 2. So kung ang k natin ay 2, ang formula dapat natin, q sub 2 is equal to 2 times n plus 1 divided by 4. Tapos pag nilowest, pag kinancel out natin to, matitira lang 1. And then dito, 2. Kaya siya naging ganito. Okay? E paano kung q sub 1? So, ibig sabihin, that's 1 times n plus 1. Kahit hindi na tayo maglagay ng 1. Okay? Divided by 4. Then, yung 3/4, ganun din. 3 times n plus 1 divided by 4. Bakit ko pinakita to kanina? Because I want you to look at this para maging paalala sa inyo kung ano yung magiging formula nyo. This is 1/4. This is 1 times n times 1, which is 1/2. Yan na to. Fraction. And ito ay 3/4. So, para hindi nyo makalimutan yung formula because you'll be dealing with a lot of formula when it comes to statistics. Intindihin din ninyo yung pinanggalingan ng formula. So this is q sub 1. So if this is q sub 1, ibig sabihin 1/4 of the data. Okay? So nandun siya sa, hinihiwalay niya yung 1/4 of the data from the rest. Okay? So makikita niyo sa formula niya may 1/4. Pero we usually don't write 1 because it is, if you multiply something to 1, it's the same, right? Kung ano yung minultiply mo sa 1. Well, ito, 1/2 of the data, and ito, 3/4 of the data. So kahit hindi mo na ito maalala, as long as natatandaan mo that q sub 1 is yung q sub 1, 1/4 of the data is here, and yung q sub 2, 1/2 of the data, and yung q sub 3, 3/4 of the data, maaalala mo yung formula. Okay? Naintindihan po ba? So yun yung kailangan yung tandaan when it comes to quartile. Kailangan yung tandaan yung parts, kung ilang parts yung hati, at anong data yung hinahanap ninyo. Is it quartile 1? Is it quartile 2? 3? Okay? So yan po yung naging formula natin. This is 1/4, this is 1/2, and this is 3/4. So using this, madali na lang natin malalaman ano po yung first quartile, ano po yung second quartile, ganun pa rin. We still have to arrange, we still have to allocate, and then we have to determine. Okay, so let's start with q sub 1. Alam na natin itong q sub 2. This is 11 plus 1 divided by 2, which is yung 6 natin. So yung q sub 2 natin is 10. Okay, we already know the answer there. How about for q sub 1? In q sub 1 natin, we have 11 plus 1 divided by 4. That gives us, bakit ganyan? That gives us our third data.
9.
So our q sub 1 is 9.
9.
How about for Q sub 3? So we have here 3 times 12 because it's 12 divided by 4. So pwede tayo dito mag-cancel out, ano? Cancel out natin. We have 3. Ito, 1. So we have 9 for night data. So Q sub 3
14.
here is equal to 14. Then 11, 12, bakit 10, 11, 12? 6, 7, 8, 9. Bakit ako nagbilang ng 10, 11, 12? So we have 14 as the answer. So ganun lang po siya kadali, no? Parang median lang. Kunin mo lang, i-arrange mo yung mga data, i-locate mo kung nasan siya, and you have to determine. Then you already have the quartile. Okay? So we have first quartile, the lower quartile. Second quartile, which is the median. And we have the upper quartile. Okay, so nakuha na natin si lower and si upper quartile of the data. Do you have any question about this?
None po.
None po. So, ganun din, no, using other data. Pero ano napansin nyo sa N natin dito? Yung N natin dito ay 11. N natin is 11, and that is an odd number. Okay? So, ang kagandahan, nung nag-add tayo ng 1 sa 11, nag-divide tayo sa 4, divisible siya. Nung nag-add tayo sa 1, nag-divide tayo sa 2, divisible siya. Okay? Let's say 15. Add ka ng 1, divide 4, pwede pa rin. Let's say 21. Add ka ng 1, 22, divide mo sa 4. It will give you exact answer pa rin. Paano kung 31? Oh, ganun pa rin. Okay? So, yung number of data natin, since this is odd, mapapansin nyo exact location yung nakukuha natin. Okay? Exact location yung pang third agad, yung pang 6 at pang 9. Okay? Exact data. Kumbaga. And what if, kunwari we are going to use the same data here. Copy-paste ko lang siya. Natin siya. Ay, hindi ko pa na-erase. We are going to use the same data, pero dadagdagan ko. Lalagyan ko siya ng isa pang 17, di ba? Let's say, isa pang 17. Okay? Dinagdagan ko yung data na. So, you have to arrange again. Siyempre, unang-una, arrange muna. Hindi nyo makalimutan, sinusulat ko, no? Ang paulit-ulit. 5, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 14, 14, then we have 17, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? So, mapapansin nyo, 12 na yung data natin. Our N now is 12. Let us find out kung exact pa rin yung location ng data, or should I say, yung data na makukuha natin or yung location niya ay kung ano yung mismong data. At wala siya ng katulad ng ginagawa natin sa media na nasa pagitan ng dalawang data. As you can remember, pag kinukuha natin yung median nito, median, okay, o kaya naman yung Q sub 2, pareho lang naman yan. We have n plus 1 divided by 2. Ang n natin ay 12 plus 1 divided by 2. So that's 13, right? Divided by 2. What is 13 divided by 2? That is equal to 6.5. Right? So kung 6.5 yan, nasa pagitan siya ng 6 data and ng 5 data or 5th data. Okay? So, alin ba dito yung pang 5th, pang 6 at pang 7? Mali ako nang sinabi kanina. Dapat nasa pagitan siya ng 6 and 7. 1, 2,
10 and
3, 4,
11.
5, 6. Diba? 10 and 11. So, makikita nyo, dalawa yung median natin. We have to, diba, ginagawa natin, ina-add natin sila. That's 10 plus 11. Ito na nga lang, 10 plus 11 divide by 2. We have 10.5. Okay? So, yung data natin dito has a median of 10.5, a second quartile that is 10.5. Pero when it comes to quartile, tanggalin natin si quartile dyan. Gawin natin median lang yan. Okay. When it comes to quartile, pwede tayong gumamit ng dalawang paraan. Okay? Quartiles. Una, yung sinabi ko na Mendenhall and Sinsich method, and the other one is the interpolation, the linear interpolation. So, gamitin natin dito yung Mendenhall. So, Mendenhall na lang susulat ko para maikli lang. And dito naman sa kabila ay yung linear interpolation. Yung ginagawa natin, ito, pwede siya sa middle value. Pero paano kung hindi middle value yung inaanap mo? Siyempre magiging iba na yung process, no? Lalo na kapag yung dalawang data na nakuha mo, nagkataon kasi na ito, ang difference nila ay 1. So, madali, no? Para makuha yung middle value niya. Pero paano kung hindi 0.5? Okay? Yung makukuha natin. Middle value kasi talagang may 0.5 yan. Pero paano kapag hindi 0.5 tulad ng sa first quartile at sa third quartile or yung lower at upper quartile natin. So, yung first quartile natin, as you can see, that is n plus 1 divided by 4. So, ang n natin ay 12 plus 1 divided by 4. So, that's 13 divided by 4. Ano po yung magiging answer natin dito? 13 divided by 4.
3.25.
3.25. Ayan o. May nakita kayong 0.25. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay nasa pagitan ng third at fourth data. Pero, meron kang 0.25 na kailangan i-identify. Okay? Kaya lang, sa Mendenhall po, let's say, ito yung data natin. Ito yung middle value. Ito yung Q sub 2. Ito yung Q sub 1. At ito yung Q sub 2. Okay? Yung mga data po na nandito sa left part, iba po ang ginagawa natin dyan dun sa mga data na nandito sa right part. Okay? Paano kaya? We have here Q sub 1, which is 3.25. Let's try solving for Q sub 3. Q sub 3 is 3 times 13 divided by 4. Ano pong answer? Three times 13 divided by 4.
9.75.
9.75. Pag Mendenhall po and Sinsich, sama naman natin si Sinsich, kawa naman. Dapat talaga kasama siya eh. Tinamad lang ako magsulat yan. Sa Mendenhall and Sinsich, ang sinasabi dito, the rule is, if your data is here on the left side of the diagram, okay, the figure, you have to round up. And if your data is here on the right side, you have to round down. Which means, if you have q sub 1, which is 3.25, your data is the third data. Okay? While if your data, no. Sabi ko nga round up eh. It's your fourth data, fourth. While if your data is on 9.75th position, magre-round down ka. So kung round down yan, that is the ninth data. So ano mangyayari doon? Ang q sub 1 mo ay magiging 9 at ang q sub 3 ay magiging ninth data. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So kung mapapansin nyo, sa Mendenhall, tingnan natin. Sa Mendenhall, yung mga part na nandito, kailangan i-round up. So whether it's 3.25, it's 3.50, it's 3.75, or 3.1, you have to round it up. So yung fourth data ang magiging answer mo. While if your data is here, magre-round down ka. So whether it's 9.95, it's 9.20, magre-round down. Okay? So yun po yung ibig sabihin. Kaya nga ang magiging data natin dito, purahin ko lang to. So yung magiging data natin dito ay, wait lang. Hirap magbura. So yung Q sub 1 natin dito, again, is 9. And our Q sub 3 is 14. So kung mapapansin nyo, no, yung data mo, ito yung gitna. Yung gitna niyan, yung data nyo, na median, or the Q sub 2. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Yung Q sub 2 nyo nandyan, which is 10.5. Yan yung middle score. And then pansin nyo dito, ito na yung data natin na first quartile or the lower quartile. Ito yung upper quartile. At hindi pantay yung pagkakahati niya. Kasi tatlo to, tapos yung pagitan nila, dalawa lang, tapos ito dalawa lang, tapos ito tatlo lang, tatlo din. So hindi pantay-pantay yung data natin or yung pagkakahati ng mga data. Okay? While in linear interpolation, this is something that I like the most, or the method that I like the most. Bakit? Kasi this is very accurate. When we say accurate, yung 0.25 at yung 0.75 natin dyan, hindi natin sila i-disregard. We are not going to round up or either round down, but instead, we have to compute kung ano yung yung equivalent ng 0.25 na yan. Yung equivalent ng 0.75 na yan. Okay? So, paano natin gagawin yon? Since we already know that Q sub 1 is in the 3.25th position, and Q sub 3 is in 9.75th position, magsosolve tayo. Okay? I-compute natin yung Q sub 1 in a way na kukunin mo muna yung third data. Ano ba yung third data natin? Our third data is 9.
9.
Tama, di ba? That's 9. And then after that, i-add natin sa kanya yung 0.25. 0.25 ng ano? 0.25 po ng third data kasi nasa pagitan to ng third data at fourth data. Difference nilang dalawa. Okay, ano yung fourth data natin? Ano yung fourth data natin? 9 din, no? So nagkataon na yung fourth data natin ay 9, 10, at third data natin ay 9 also. So this is the fourth data. This is the third data. Okay? Then after that, since pag minultiply natin yan sa 0, it will give us 0 also. 9 plus 0 is 9. So our Q sub 1 is still 9. Okay? Which is in the middle of the two. Intindihan? Hindi siya
Ano po
makikita
ulit?
kasi nagkapareho yung data natin. Pero paano kung iba? Tulad nitong sa Q sub 3. Ang kukunin natin na data dito, since nasa pagitan siya ng 10th data at ng 9th data, is yung 9th data muna. So yung 9th data natin ay, ano, yung 9th data natin? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ala, pareho din yung ano eh. Pwede ko ba ito baguhin para makita ninyo yung difference? Pwede ko ito baguhin? Sige. Gawin ko tong 16. Let's say na si 14 ay 16. Yan. Gawin din natin yung nasa tapas. So dahil 16 yan, makikita nyo na yung difference. Okay? So yung pang 9th data muna. Yung 9th data natin ay 14. Tama? Plus yung 0.75 nung difference nila ni 10th data, which is 16, at ni 9th data, which is 14. Okay? So 14 plus 0.75 of their difference. And their difference is 2. So kailangan mo makuha yung 75% ng 2. Okay? Ano ba yung 75% ng 2? That's 1 point. 1 point ano? One point ano po? Ako lang na sumasagot sa akin. 14 plus
1.5.
1.5. So, ang magiging Q sub 3 natin ay 15.5.